Okay, so back in Maya here, as you can see, we have half of a model. So I'm going to go ahead and remirror the model here. And as you can see, there's some imperfections here. And I'm going to go ahead and export this out because I'm going to take it into ZBrush. And you can name it basically whatever you want, and I'll just name it car body base 1. So I know exactly what it is, even though I'm going to bring it right back into Maya. And it's very important here that whenever we go to smooth the model, you gotta be very careful, because if you do too much, it's gonna like shrink the car. So you really want to turn your smooth stroke down to a very, very low amount. Definitely make sure you're mirroring it on the other side here. And you just have to be very mindful of what you're doing. I'm trying to stay away from the edges, because if I tried to smooth it on the edges, you're basically going to get a lot of weirded out geometry, and you're going to have to make a lot more of adjustments in terms of whenever you go back to Maya. So you really want to just try to basically smooth out the pinching errors, or the pinching, and it just takes a little bit of time, and just have to be real careful of basically what you're doing. And as you can see, it doesn't take much effort to basically smooth it out. And we'll go back to Maya here to take a look and see how it's looking. And there you go. With one press on the keyboard, that's a fairly smooth model compared to what our original base is. And you can see how much difference there is in terms of smoothness on the actual mesh. So we'll go ahead and continue to use this ZBrush model, or ZBrush adjusted base, because it's just a much smoother mesh, and it's just going to make our eventual end result just that much better and cleaner. But you can see where it's a fairly pretty car. We definitely do have to make a lot of vert adjustment, and that's okay, because if you can have a smooth model, it's just going to be that much easier to go ahead and basically adjust your verts to keep the underlying geometry, and get those cuts basically where you're going to need them. And that's just a little bit of ZBrush magic trickery that I tend to use. Yeah, it is a little bit more effort than people were probably willing to put in, but whatever. That's just the way I like to work, and the way I like to keep my mesh as smooth as possible. And I'm just so used to using ZBrush that it's just basically second nature. ZBrush is such a powerful tool that it's, forget about it. It's huge. It's huge in terms of anything I do, whether it be product modeling, vehicles, car, characters, and whatnot. It's definitely a very useful package.